Hello there, how you doing? Joe here and welcome to another episode of Make It Happen Monday. Now the other day I was watching a video, it was called Steve Jobs' Top 10 Rules for Success. And actually if you go to Evan Carmichael's YouTube channel, Evan Carmichael, I'll put a link to it below this video, what he does is he puts videos together of successful people's top 10 rules for success. So he's got Tony Robbins and Steve Jobs and Gary Vaynerchuk and all these other successful people. I can't think of them off the top of my head now, but go and check it out, his YouTube channel, and there are some great videos on there. And I was watching Steve Jobs and one of the things he said was, don't live a limited life. You are a master of your own destiny. You are in control of what happens to you. So don't have this limited life, yeah? And that really hit home with me because of the way that myself and my partner have lived our lives over the last few years. And I wanted then to record this video to very quickly tell you, how is it that we're here? Why are we in Phuket? What on earth are we doing out here? Why am I not safely ensconced in a little house in the UK right now? What am I doing out here? So anyway, very briefly, and it really does, I think, prove a great example of how not to live a limited life. And also how you can do it when you're not earning an awful lot of cash, which we weren't when we first decided to do it. So basically, both myself and my partner had a dream. We had a dream that we wanted to live abroad. I'd had this dream for years and years and years. I always said to my family, if I ever have children, I am going to raise that child in a sunny country. Why? Because I wanted my child to grow up outdoors. And in England, it's always bloody cold, okay? Even in the summer, it's still bloody cold. And I didn't want my child, boy or girl, to grow up in front of the telly, in front of video games, whatever, indoors all the time because they couldn't play outside. So I had this big goal to live in a hot country. And when I met my partner, he had a similar goal. We're gonna live abroad. And so years ago, we just decided that we absolutely wanted to find a way that we could travel and we would have to work because we didn't have any savings or any money. So what could we do that would allow us to travel abroad? And so we came across a couple of seminars and all that kind of stuff. And I actually ended up at a social media seminar in London that was run by a couple called Millie Ponce and Paul O'Mahony. And lovely, lovely couple. Paul is just amazing. And I actually saw him recently at an event in London when I was back in the UK last summer. And he's just doing great guns now, talking all around the world on stage. He was the Twitter king years ago. Anyway, so I ended up at this social media seminar, met lots and lots of internet marketers, joined Chris Farrell's Mentor Me, good old Chris Farrell. Love him. Chris, if you ever see this episode, thanks for helping me get started. Anyway, so that was back in 2010. Joined Chris Farrell's Mentor Me, fell over Facebook, as you know, and the rest is history from the internet marketing side and growing my business online. But personally, while all that was happening, myself and my partner decided we really wanted to go. We just wanted to go abroad, and my daughter was 4 at the time, and we really wanted to leave. And it just so happened that a friend of ours, I mean, the universe works in mysterious ways, but a friend of ours lived in Cyprus. And we went out to see this friend in Cyprus for a week in, I think it was about the March or the April of 2010. And we were saying to ourselves, gosh, wouldn't it be amazing if we could live there? It looks a fantastic place. Well, sure enough, in the summer of that year, that particular friend was going off traveling with his girlfriend and asked us if we'd like to house sit for 6 or 7 weeks. We jumped at the chance, and said, yes, we'd love to come and house sit. And at the time we were living in a rented property. So we basically gave notice and we put all our belongings on Gumtree. We took absolutely everything we owned. We put it all on Gumtree. Everything we owned, including our furniture, our beds, our tables, all our kitchen goods, books that we'd collected over the years, videos, DVDs, cuddly toys. I literally sold my daughter's bike from under her as she was riding it. Everything we owned came to a princely sum of £900. That's what we sold it all for off of Gumtree. I mean, we were trying to sell it all in like about a week. So this was like a really fast sale. Anyway, we packed our suitcases, off we went to Cyprus, and we started our internet marketing business in Cyprus. And you may have seen some of my early videos. In fact, I might post a couple below this video so you can see some of my, oh, I'm so much younger and slimmer. Anyway, I'll post them below this video so you can see them. And so that's how we kind of started out. We were living in Cyprus. Anyway, we couldn't live there forever because our friend obviously was coming back. My partner's Australian, so we hot-footed it over to Australia and we stayed with his parents for about 4 months. You can imagine how that is. I love his parents, by the way, but you know what it's like as a grown person, as an adult with your own children living in your partner's parents' house. Not ideal. Anyway, so we were still trying to figure out our dream life at the time. Well, we came back to England and we went to Spain with my mum for one of these £99 weekend deals, like 3 or 4 days in Andalusia in Spain. And yes, you guessed it, what do you get for 99 quid? You get a tour and a timeshare sales pitch, yeah? So it was a Marriott, we were pitched, buy a week here in Andalusia in Spain for 36,000 euros, I think it was at the time. You buy a week for 36,000 euros and it means that you can come here for a week every year. Yeah, sounds exciting. Or you can transfer it for a week somewhere else every year. Still not hugely exciting. But it also gives you access to this program where you can get cheap deals all around the world at the drop of a hat, right? So in other words, if you're flexible and can travel, you can literally book anywhere in the world for really, really cheap prices. Now this caught our attention, but we didn't want to pay 36,000 euros. So we were in their office for about 3 or 4 hours that afternoon, and rather than them trying to sell us their timeshare, we were trying to sell them on the idea that we only wanted this package and we didn't actually want their timeshare. Well, we were very, very lucky in that the girl that was trying to sell us, she was on our last leg. She was out the door within a week. Yeah, she'd had enough. She was leaving. She was getting married or divorced or something. I can't remember exactly what her circumstances were, but she was off and all she wanted to do was meet her quota. So I'm not going to tell you what we paid in the end, but all I can tell you is an absolute fraction, a fraction of the price, okay? And we bought some points or a week in a little Marriott timeshare somewhere out in Branson, Missouri, which we've never been to. I'm definitely going to go one day just to see what it's like. But the key thing is it gave us access to these incredibly cheap weeks anywhere in the world. So we started living in Marriott hotels because it was costing us £250, £300 a week. And that might sound expensive when you're thinking about your mortgage, but our utilities are all included, internet is included, broadband, sorry, I said internet, cleaning every day is included, free water, kids club, everything, all the things that you pay for. You think about your gym memberships and your extra broadband costs and your this cost and that cost, and you add them all, utilities, etc., and add them all onto your mortgage payments or your rental payments, whatever you're doing now, and it's actually, not that much more expensive. We actually compared it to where we were living before in the UK, and we weren't paying that much more, and we were staying in 5-star luxury resorts around the world. And one of our favourite was here in Phuket. And we kept coming back. And we went to all sorts of other places around the world. Aruba in the Caribbean was amazing. Loved that. Really, really loved Aruba. But really not a place you could stay long term. And that was like a hotel rather than an apartment. But anyway, so we kept coming back to Phuket time and time again. We kept coming back to Phuket, and we'd go to Australia for a little bit and then back to England for a little bit and kept coming back to Phuket. And then eventually, as our business grew, obviously, and our income grew and all that kind of stuff, we decided that it was really time that we needed to actually settle down for a while, especially for my daughter, who is now 9 and needed to go to school and all that kind of stuff. So we were able to enroll her into international school here in Phuket, and here is where we are now. And obviously, we're paying a rent on this beautiful apartment here. But the key is the message with all of this is that we just we got rid of, I'm trying to think of the eloquent word to say, and I can't think of it, and I know that somebody out there will be saying, say this, Joe, right now. But we got rid of reality, do you know what I mean? We suspended, I think that's the word I'm looking for, we suspended reality for a little while and kind of said, what if? What if we could actually just pack up everything and leave in a week? What if we could actually just live abroad and, you know, travel around the world and do stuff? Okay, no, we haven't got any money right now. Okay, no, we don't have a business right now. Okay, yes, we have a child. You know, yes, we have responsibilities. But what if we could just do this? What if? And so we did. We literally just did. We got rid of everything in a week. We left England and we've been traveling ever since. And each time we've just found ways to do what it is we needed to do. My daughter is healthy, happy, social, fantastic, doing well at school, loving life, all the rest of it. You know, me, you can see, my partner's doing really well, running his side of the business. Everything's going super well. So, you know, we've succeeded at suspending reality and going out and just doing whatever we want to do. So, in response to Steve Jobs' video on Don't Live a Limited Life, the life that you choose is all up here. Yeah, you can decide what you want to do. You choose your limitations. You decide what are the things that are going to hold you back and what aren't. And your challenge for this week, should you choose to accept it, is to suspend reality for a moment. Those dreams and those goals that you've got, what if? What if you could do that now? Not when you're a millionaire, not when you've got thousands of dollars. What if you could do it right now? And when you hear that little voice in your head that says, yeah, but you can't, ask yourself, yeah, but if I could, how would I? Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, but if I could, how would I? If I could do that right now, how would I do that right now? And just by asking yourself those kind of questions, then you'll start to attract the answers that will tell you how you can go and do some of those things that you really want to do right now and not wait. And please don't wait, because as you know, life is so short and we only get one shot. And I don't want to come out with a whole lot of cliches right now, but simply, you've got to grab life by the balls right now. You've only got one chance. Don't waste it. So that's your challenge for this week. Don't live a limited life. Suspend your reality. Start living your goals and dreams right now. I know this has been a long one, but I do hope that you have enjoyed our journey. I wanted to share that with you. If you have any questions or comments, then do please come and have a chat with me below this video. I would love to talk to you. Also, if you found this interesting, please share with your friends and subscribe for updates and lots of other goodies that I send out to my subscribers. In the meantime, live on purpose this week and make it happen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye-bye.